Born and raised, and this is the final episode of the season. We need to win out our games and hope that Bedworth lose their games if there's going to be any hopes of survival, and to be honest, they're very slim. Boldmere St Michael's are the visitors to the Abbey Lawn this afternoon, and they're comfortably safe sitting in mid-table. The return fixture in Birmingham, we were on at the end of a 3-2 loss, with Boldmere scoring from the final kick of the game. Now, if you looked at this game on paper or even on the website, you would have assumed that this was a dirty game with lots of wild tackles going in, but in reality, it really was far from that. In fact, it couldn't be further from that. It was very clear early on in the game that any slight contact was going to be blown up, even if there was an advantage to play. It was just such a stop-start game. This led to everyone's backs being up right from the start, and there was a large crowd in at the Abbey Lawn, so you can imagine the reaction. On the 19th minute, Aaron Hyatt would receive one of those fouls that I mentioned earlier, and you can hear several players from both sides are swearing at the officials, but it's Robbie Ellis that he chooses to book for something he said. We have the free kick, but Aaron Hyatt returns to the match official to say something and is shown a red card. I couldn't pick up on the microphones what was said, but he's clearly taken offence from it, and he singled out Aaron Hyatt for what he said, but we'll just never know. Boldmere would then take control of the game against the 10 men of Bourne. Richard Jones is adjudged to have handled the ball. Well, I don't even know what the law is on handball anymore. Is it an unnatural position? Is there a silhouette from the body or whatever they call it anymore? Either way, decision was made and the visitors have a penalty.
Long run up forward. It's going to kick the straight footed. Starts his run up. It's about to kick it right footed. Goes to the right hand side of the lake. He just can't get down enough. Boldmere right on the stroke of half time. Go 1-0 up in this one.
Half time, and understandably Dan Flack would like to have a little bit of a word with the match officials to understand and digest exactly what has happened in that half. Into the second half, and Boldmere would double their lead. Lakes would then be forced into making a fine save to just keep it to 2. The 10 men of Bourne would then get a free kick right on the edge of the box.
It's going to be Ellis. Right for his shot. Of the net. A rifle of an effort from Ellis. Chico was next up in that. He must have seen a little gap. He absolutely blasted that one. And Robbie Ellis has put Bourne back in this one.
2 minutes later, the Wakes would have another dangerous free kick.
Zach Allen swings it in left footed. He steps back, kicks it left footed. It's going towards the goal. It needs a touch. It's going to go in. It's going to be Darlington. He's Darlington. Got the last touch. It is insincere. Agony. He gets flicked down from the original kick from Zach Allen. Darlington, close to the goal line, was able to bundle it over the line. And all of a sudden, we've got a game in here.
Then 3 minutes later, another free kick. Marsh's header would be ruled out for an alleged push on the visitors' centre-back. It looks soft on the day. This is another angle. I'm still thinking it's soft. I'll let you make your mind up, and I think the crowd reaction says it all. The 10 men Bourne will be going all out to get the 3 points, but that did leave us open at the back. But we've got Will Lakin. On the 88th minute, Robbie Ellis would be kicked inside the box. 500 plus fans, players, management, coaches and even a selection of dogs saw that was inside the box. However, the match official gave it outside. The assistant referee was consulted and corrected the referee who awarded the penalty. However, during those discussions, Robbie got in an altercation with another player and received a second yellow card. So now we're down to 9 men. But if the correct decision was given originally, this altercation wouldn't have taken place, so we would have a penalty and wouldn't be further disadvantaged. But that didn't happen.
It's now 9-man Bourne. Zach Allen steps forward, hits it. Oh, it's been saved, but it's come back. And he's hit it over the top of the bar. It was come to him pretty fastly, but a great save by the keeper.
The 9 men of Bourne would continue to push deep into injury time, needing the victory, but would be undone on a counter-attack. Despite the Wake's valiant effort, Bedworth United got the point they needed, which meant that relegation has now been mathematically confirmed with 1 game to go.
It's not nice to be relegated, but you know, the performance that they put on today and the supporters, I've just got to thank them again. You know, they were unbelievable. You know, the whole club's on and up, even though it doesn't feel like it now. Everything that's going on here, I can only see it going one way. So yeah, we go to Belper next week. Obviously probably got 2 suspended, 1 injured. So yeah, we'll patch ourselves up and go there and, you know, hopefully try and get the 3 points again.
For the final game of the season, the Wakes travel to Belper Town, which I think we can all agree is one of the more picturesque settings on the non-league calendar. Belper Town still require a point from the game to secure a playoff spot, whilst the Wakes would need to equal St Neots' score to finish 19th. Now, if the FA were to have a restructure in the summer or anyone else drop out of the pyramid at step 4, that 19th spot will be crucial for a reprieve. Belper were dominant from the off, and in truth, the Wakes barely laid the glove on them for the entire half, until Bailey stood over a free kick into injury time.
Equalising goal for Bourne on 2 minutes into added time is number 8, Sam Bailey.
Belper would retake the lead early in the second half, and then after that the game went a bit mad. Darlington would get us level with a composed finish. Bastos would put the host back ahead and then would complete his hat-trick on the 76th minute. Zach Allen would then get a goal back on the 82nd minute, and the lads kept fighting right up until the final whistle. Belper hit the bar in the dying minutes of the game, and then that would conclude the Wake's first ever season at Step 4.
I mean, you look at our results against the top sides, 4-3 today. It's just by the odd goal. I mean, we beat Racing Club Warwick twice, and I've just seen them in the playoffs. So we're not far away. It's just those fine moments. But yeah, 43 points, like you say, any other season, it keeps you safe. But it's just unlucky that it's our season, it's not. But, the club is, I've said, it's ready for Step 4 football. The fans showed that everything that's going on at the club behind the scenes, it's ready, So, the boys will regroup, hopefully they'll stay. But, we know what football's like. So, yeah, we just want to stick to the group, stick the group together and go again next year.
Thanks for watching Born and Raised this season. We will be back for season 2, and we will be bringing you even more insight and behind the scenes content, so make sure you tune in. If you don't already, please subscribe, comment and like the videos. It brings us more engagement and it helps us grow the club on and off the pitch. A special thanks to you, the fans, for your support this season. It never goes unnoticed, and thank you for those that have been a part of the series as well. Thanks to Sam Deakin, Millie Deakin, Carl Croft, Jamie Parnell, Flynn Good, Harry Porteous and Jacob Hume for all the work you've done behind the scenes to make this season possible. Also, a shout out to Darren Traps from Lincolnshire Non-League Radio. Thank you for everything you've done for Non-League Radio in Lincolnshire. You will be missed. Last from me is thank you for watching. We will see you next season, and as always, up the Wakes.